Hey everybody, big welcome back. Hopefully you can hear me fine and see fine. I have no idea what the quality of this shit's gonna be. I don't typically do lives like this, but I decided that maybe it would be a good day to go live. And yeah, we're driving to Toronto. I got some shit to do, so we're gonna jump on the highway here. I kind of pulled off just so I could start this shit. But before we do that, I gotta find something to wipe the lens. Once I get a chance here, I'm gonna wipe the lens off because I think I might have some greasy fingerprints on there covered in McDonald's or some shit. Let's see what I can do here. Let's wipe off that shit right now. Might have been on Pornhub, who knows what's on there. But anyway, like I said, we're heading down to Toronto, Ontario in Canada. Got some shit to do, and I thought it would be fun to throw this on. And I was thinking about doing this on my bike as well, so we'll see how this goes. If it's an enjoyable experience, I will go ahead and do it on the bike. Now mind you, I don't know on the bike how well it will go because the bike's going to be a little more shaky. I got a Harley, and then also, like, there would be no audio, right? The audio is just going to be me doing some bullshit, riding around. So right now we are on the QEW 403 or whatever it is, and we're gonna go through downtown Toronto. Where I've got to go, I would have been taking the 427 up to the 401, but I thought for the video it doesn't really add much extra in time for me anyway, so I was like, for the video maybe I'll just go through downtown. You guys will get to see some of the buildings. And unfortunately, I don't know, somehow I missed the part of the titling of the video. I didn't want to just call it going live. I actually wanted to put a title on it of driving through Toronto, but for some reason it just went to that I was going live. So anyway, we are cruising. We'll see what we see along the way. I'm not putting up where I'm going. I don't want to say it in a live stream while I'm going somewhere because some of you are perverts and I'm not trying to get raped. So I'll kill it a minute or two before I get to my actual destination, but it's somewhere to go. I got some shit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick something up which will be used for future videos, and yeah, that's where we're at. And we are having like an overcast day today, which is kind of interesting because these news fuckers or weather fuckers had said that at 10 o'clock last night it was supposed to turn into like torrential downpours, and like we had a weather statement, and then it was going to rain all night, and then it was going to be today, it was going to be like, it was 97% chance of rain all day, and somehow like barely a drop has even fallen. There was no thunderstorm. These fuckers were so fucked. So anyways, I've got a new weather model I was thinking about to for the weather network when they're going to do a weather statement. Here's how it should go. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to present to you our weather. It is going to be sunny with a chance of not sunny with a possibility of rain that could be snow. So make sure you pack a sweater and long pants because it might be hot and you might want to rip them off and go down to your shorts and bathing suit for a fun day on the beach in the middle of a blizzard. And if they worded it like that, then you just be prepared for everything, because that's how it's got to be with these fuckers. You just got to be prepared for everything since they're like generally wrong anyway. But that was the official My Little Hobby weather report. I am excited for where I am going right now. Like I said, I'll make a video of, I'm going to pick something up. And it's something I don't really need. I'm about to go spend several $100s on shit that I don't need, but I like doing stupid things in life, so I purposely did not plan any work today so that I would have the time to do this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And today we're not in the truck, we're in the Beamer. I had to get an oil change anyway, which normally I'm not a fan of paying people to do my oil. I'll tell you a story, we're driving anyway. So you can change your own oil if you go to Canadian Tire and buy oil. So full synthetic on sale. It's normally about $40 for whatever that is, 5 liters, or 4.8 or whatever it comes in the jug. I think it's 1 gallon, so I think it's like 4.79, whatever. Anyway, and you can buy your filter for 12 bucks, whatever. So 50 bucks, you can do your own full synthetic oil change if you feel so inclined. However, for like 100 bucks or so, you can, you know, or 100 and 120, whatever it was. Say on my truck, I got a 5-liter F-150. Go get a full synthetic oil change done. No crawling on the ground, no oil on your hands and all this shit. So I used to go and do that. I would just pay, and it wasn't that I didn't know how. It was just that I didn't want to crawl around on the ground and, you know, whatever, let them deal with it. But after going to a garage, and I was going to the same garage in Hamilton, there's an oil change place, and I was going there for a few years, and I had 2 vehicles at the time. I had my truck and my Hyundai Elantra, and I always go full synthetic oil. And then after leaving there the one day, I noticed that there's like smoke, like I stop at a traffic light or whatever, and I can see smoke coming out from under my hood. So I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I pull into a parking lot and I lift the hood, and like I'm just thinking maybe they dripped oil when they, you know, did some shit. But I didn't see anything, so I crawl under my truck, and I could see my oil drain plug had mud around it that had not been broken. The mud built a seal. If you could imagine, you got the drain plug there, and anyway, so you could tell the drain plug was not removed, and it had an oily fingerprint going across the top of the nut, or bolt, I guess. So anyway, I call up right away. I know what's going on here. I call the shop and I'm like, hey, listen, fucker, you guys didn't do my oil change. Like, I pay you like 120 bucks or whatever it was for the oil on my truck. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, listen, my drain plug has not been removed. And I know it hasn't been removed because there's a layer of mud between the plug and the oil pan that's not cracked. If you turn that, I've been working on cars for many years, but if you turn that shit's gonna fall out, and you're gonna have a big crack in that seam, if you even have a seam anymore at all. Like, it's just, the mud's gonna go. Anyway, he's like, well, I really doubt it. I fired somebody for that a long time ago. I really doubt that that's what happened. But bring it in the morning and I will make sure, whatever. So anyway, I go home and I check my dash cam, because I got a dash cam. I always do. And the oil was like pumped in. So they were under the hood, and it was pumped in for like whatever it was, like 6.2 or 6.3 seconds or whatever, using a timer for how much oil they pumped in with their little auto pump shit. And could you pump it in that quick? Sure, maybe. I don't know. I'm not an oil pumper. But I was like, that seems pretty fucking sketchy. So anyways, ultimately what they did was they pulled the oil filter out, popped a new oil filter in, and topped off the oil. So after that experience from a garage that I thought I could trust, I said I'll never fucking pay for an oil change again, because I can do it myself for half price. Not only that, now it questions my truck, which had been going to them for years. I thought I was always putting full synthetic and protecting my truck. But the fact is now, I don't even know how many actual oil changes I got, and it calls into question, if they're like that, did I even get the full synthetic oil? Because probably not. So anyway, since then I've always done my own oil, except then, like a month ago, I was running a little over on the oil change on my truck, and I had to go somewhere, so I was like, fuck it, and I just paid to have it done. And then same thing, like I had to go to Toronto today, and I've been meaning to do the oil change. I actually have the filter and oil sitting at home for the Beamer, but I'm way over what I should be, so I was like, fuck it, I better just go and pay the $118 for a BMW oil change, which is ridiculous because like it ain't worth it. There's no part of this that's complicated. And the kid that changed the oil, so it's supposed to be a 10-minute oil change in and out. I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and like he starts dropping off all the fucking panels underneath the car. Like there's all these flat panels under there, and I'm wondering what he's doing, because like there's one little 5-inch panel that you take off with a flathead screwdriver. You just turn the little bolt thing, and then you do that. But anyways, I'm watching, and finally, eventually, I say something. I'm like, everything going okay over there? Because I've been there for like 40 minutes. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I just, I'm not used to BMW. I normally do Mercedes, because he has a Mercedes. Like I said, nice kid. I'm not knocking him. He just didn't know, but probably should have just quickly went on Google or something and found the bolt, because it's super easy. So once he found it, he changed the oil quickly and everything was fine. But ultimately, I don't know the point of the story other to tell you just, I don't know. It's up to you if you want to trust your oil change place. But I'm driving here, so I can see that we got someone that said we got drenched in Port Huron, and yeah, like I looked on the radar and I saw like this big storm cell moving across the province, and I don't know. It initially showed that it was going across the Hamilton area, but it never showed up. Took a detour and went to Port Huron apparently, which is fine. We've had a pretty rainy summer, which is not a bad thing. Like, it is what it is. It's good for the grass, good for the trees and the farms and everything else. I'd rather have a little extra rain than a little extra drought. I don't know if you guys could see that there. There was the view of downtown Toronto in the camera view there. So we are, I think, like considered, I think it's like Etobicoke where we are here. Multi-window closed. My phone is getting too hot. Well, I think they closed my GPS, which is okay. That's not a big deal. Yeah, we stayed live, so it closed my GPS, but anyhow, oh, what do we got on the other side? We got a Porsche pulled over on the other side. It looks like he's got a flat tire. Yep. A Porsche and a Honda pulled over, but they're looking at the Honda, so you guys wouldn't see it, but I wonder if maybe they made some contact over there. But yeah, one of them Porsche SUVs got a flat tire, but they were looking at the side of the Honda, so they might have made a little rubberoo. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't know what kind of quality this shit's in. Obviously I didn't make any adjustments, so I don't know how it goes, but there's the CN Tower in the distance. It's really a kind of a muggy, overcast day out here, but we do got some sunshine, so it's so probably in about 5 minutes or so we'll be going through the downtown core. I don't have any cash on me. I really would have liked to have stopped downtown and grab a hot dog. I love me some street meat, or they call it monkey dick, yeah, I didn't bring any cash. So not only that, I actually left my damn debit card at home. So when I went for the oil change, I had to sit and figure out, like, well, I didn't have to. I could just put on a credit card anyway. But I went on my banking app and figured out how to pay with my phone. I see people do it all the time, but I guess I'm old school. Like, I never do that. I always just use my debit card. But anyway, I was able to turn that on and pay for this fucking way overpriced oil change. It took too long. And where we are right here is on the right hand side. There's actually like a little a bike ramp place. Like, they made this little thing when they had, like, I don't know, Pan Am Games or some shit. So I think it's still here, unless they took it down. But anyways, what I was getting at was, one time back years ago, it's kind of cool that we didn't see them, but when we were coming along here and the people that were there, so probably we did see them, we just didn't know it. As it turned out, timing wise, Roman Atwood, if you know who that is, he was in Toronto. They were doing the Roman versus Fusi or whatever, and they were actually at the little skate park, or not skate park, bike BMX jump shit, right when we were driving by, or so it seemed. That was kind of cool. I think that's the time he actually, on his camera, caught like a bicycle getting a fight with a cab driver or something. The cab driver ran into the biker, biker threw his bike at a cab or some shit. Anyway, it actually made the news. This little shit he did. So yeah, it was pretty interesting to see. But what are the odds though? Like, it's going to be somebody famous that happens to come across that shit, right? Couldn't be me or something. I'm still waiting for my viral video one day. Like, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I seen the video a couple weeks ago of like the police were investigating an accident on the highways, like in the States, and there's like one of those tow trucks, a flatbed tow truck with the bed aimed down like a ramp, and a car all of a sudden fucking flies off of it and when flying through the air like Dukes of Hazzard style and shit like that. And I'm sitting there thinking like, fuck, man, I've had my dash cams for years, and I never get anything like truly awesome. Oh, what do we got here? We got a website. It says theylied.ca. Somebody spray painted that on the bridge. I am going to check that out. I want to know what they lied about. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it's about some fucking COVID bullshit or something like that, but I don't know. If anyone is in the comments or anyone watching this right now that wants to go to theylied.ca and quickly just tell me in the comments what that's about. If not, if nobody does that, that's cool. I'll just do it when I stop, because now I've said it in the stream, I'll remember what it was. Here we are. We're coming along the Toronto National Exhibition. I haven't been here in years. This may be the year. It's actually a good time. Lots of food. Got the rides. I don't really give a fuck about rides anymore. I'm too old for that shit. But I do like playing the games, and I like going through like the different pavilions, and you know, they got the super dogs, and they got, you know, all the farm animals, if that's your thing. Go see a sexy sheep or something. Okay, let's see. We are, obviously you guys can see the CN Tower now, I'm sure. Also, I meant to plug my phone in. I only had like 60% battery, but now we got like such steep charge. Like, if you get caught, like even touching your phone, you get like this ticket, I don't know, like $600 and points on your license and all that. So I really try to avoid it when I'm in the car, because the cops can see me clearly. When I'm in my truck, I'm on my phone all the time, because fuck, they can't see it. I sit up so high, and the way my phone mount is, it holds it so that it's down by my shifter and shit. I can totally get away with it. But in the car, it's up on the dash. Like here I am advocating for playing on your phone while you drive, but anyway, Toronto is a fun city to visit. Like, you know, if you're not from here and you came here, you're gonna have a great time. They got lots of great restaurants. I'm gonna recommend right now the Old Spaghetti Factory. It's right down here, I don't know, on the Esplanade or some shit. Just look it up, the Old Spaghetti Factory. Great dinner, great value, great atmosphere. The inside, if you Google it and look at the pictures, it's got a really nice ambiance in there, like all kinds of old shit. And anyway, yeah, so visiting Toronto, A+, great city to visit. Living in Toronto, no thank you. I did that for a number of years, not into it. I don't like living in the city. I much prefer country. I used to rent a farmhouse years ago with my hoe of an ex, and you know, we had a couple acres or whatever of land there, and it was nice. I like that. That was my thing. You know, room for the snowmobile and four-wheeler and dirt bikes and whatever the fuck you want. From your neighbors. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it, but up here on the left is going to be the Rogers Center, formerly known as the Sky. Here, look. I'm going to try to go like that for you guys, not fucking trying to get a ticket, but anyway, there's that. I wonder if I could be like, listen, I wasn't even touching my phone, I was touching my phone mount. probably not. I don't think they buy that in court, but hey, you never know. Worth a shot. So yeah, down here, right next to here, we got the Ripley's Aquarium, which is a cool place to visit. It is odd, though, I will say, and I don't have a problem with the stuff in there, but like they got the big tank, and it is a big, beautiful tank. I'm a reef tank guy. I love corals and fish and all that shit, but I do find it odd that people get so mad at Marineland, and I'm included in that. Just to be clear, I don't support Marineland. But because they got like the whales and shit in these aquariums, and people are like, that's so cruel, that's so cruel. But then over here at Ripley's, they got like sharks, and it doesn't, I never hear any uproar about that. Now mind you, obviously the aquariums are huge, they're not little, they got lots of environment and shit to like interact with and all that, so I'm not knocking them. I think they do a fantastic job, but I just find it odd how we hold different standards for different animals. Like just like, you know, people think nothing about stringing a baby cow up by its feet and fucking slitting its throat and having a veal sandwich. But the minute somebody does it to a dog, they're like, you know, up in arms. Anyway, the things that make you go, finally getting a couple of drops of rain here. Over up here, I don't know, you guys probably won't see very well, but there was like the sugar mill or some shit up here where they Red Path Sugar or something like that. I don't even know if it's still here, but there's a whole waterfront thing over there and the beaches, and it's cool. We're not going to bother going there today on this little stream because there's no point. But if people were enjoying my streams, I would probably do it more. I get, like, I'm on Freedom Mobile, which is kind of like a bullshit budget network, but anyway, I get like 50 or something gigabytes of full speed LTE data in my plan. So it's like I could probably do a few of these streams. Wouldn't go crazy. What happens is when I run out of data, I don't actually lose data, I just lose speed. Then it drops down to like slow. And so like you could kind of like check your email and browse the internet and shit like that, but I'm not trying to use it all up in a fucking day or whatever. So, oh wow, that building's all ripped to shit. I don't even know what that was, but what was it? No lot is vacant. Somebody spray painted that up there. I have no idea what that building was, but it's kind of cool. I know that we've got the Don Jail over here somewhere. Yeah, truck there on the other side. What's up, homie? Up here we got like a dealership, a car dealership on the right, and it's got like all the cars are on like different levels. Kind of cool. Reminds me of like Bud's BMW out in Oakville, I think Oakville or Burlington, wherever it is anyway, and they've got like the cars all like set up in like a tower or some shit. And then we got, what do we got? Mercedes on the other side. We don't fuck with Mercedes, we're BMW folks. Actually, I say that and I might be getting a Mercedes, so more about that later. Like a 2019 Mercedes, whatever the fuck, I just gotta work out the logistics of it. It was willed to me. So we will we'll see how that plays out. But it's got to go to court and all this shit before it gets released. I didn't know all that. I'm not good at all that, but anyway, that's for another day. So I'm gonna basically cruise up the DVP here for a bit. We're out of the downtown core, so it's nothing really that exciting left to see. So I'll probably just kill the stream so I can put my map back on, because I don't know exactly how to get where I'm going from this direction. I kind of do, but I'd rather put my map back on anyway. Yeah, hopefully, what are we, 25 minutes? Hopefully you guys, you know, anyone that watches this, I know only a couple people joined in the stream because there was no title. I'm sure more would have had I had an actual title, so maybe on the way home I'll put it back on. We'll see. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will be doing an update with what I'm going to pick up. And yeah, hopefully it makes for some good content and some fun shit. See you guys soon.